Testing, testing. Testing, testing. There we go. Alrighty, guys, what's up? Late night stream today, but is that blurry or no? I don't think that's blurry. Oh yeah, I think I need to lower the brightness. There we go. Even though it's kind of light out. Yeah, what's up, Gearhead? How's Gala doing? I'm on OXT. Look at this, 6% on the day. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gala's at 1 cent 50. Let's go. Yeah, sorry, it takes a while now to get everything set up because I have to do it on X too. Obviously, I got to grow the X. I got to grow the X channel. Gala's up 10%, man. Outperforming OXT. Dwayne Killy Kelly's in the house. Silver Day's in the house. Gearhead. Audio and video good here. Perfect. What's up, Dwayne Killy Kelly? How are you? I hope everybody has a great 4th of July weekend, especially if you're here in the States. I mean, I guess only if you're here in the States. Let's see. What's up, Vlad? How are you? Let's see. Oh, no way. We got a whole bunch of bots. Damn. Bitcoin's at 109K. Let's go. Let's see. Yep. Texas. Yeah. It's still light. Oh, is it still light out there too? Yeah, it's still light out here. The requests are gonna pile in today. I don't think so. But also I think it's because I'm live streaming a little bit later. So so I don't think that, yeah, so I don't know. I don't think so. Probably not going to get that many viewers because it's so late right now. DeFi. What do I think of home on DeFi? What is this? What do I think of it? I mean, the chart doesn't look bullish at all. It looks like it just came out in June of 2025. It looks like it's only 27% diluted, so be careful with this coin. Obviously, they have token unlocks. So if you go here, that means that you could see how much they're releasing coins. They're releasing up until 2029. Not necessarily, that doesn't mean the price isn't going to go up, but it just means that when they dilute the market, it's very inflationary, and it's gonna obviously devalue everyone else's coins. So just be careful with it. As far as like TA goes, really not much I can look at, but I guess we could look at it on the hourly and say as long as it's under 2 cents 20, it's bearish, which clearly you can see we've gotten stuck at twice. We actually retested the 382 here and then got smacked back down. We never ended up closing over the 236 at 2 cents 20, and we double topped, and now we're going back down. So as long as price action's under here, you do have to worry about this previous low, because at any point, if you don't consolidate and establish a base, then you are going to make a lower low and validate this downtrend. Okay. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I hope that made sense, and good luck. I watched your gala video. It was bollocks. 1 minute of my life gone forever. Damn. No, it wasn't. You know it wasn't bollocks. We're just waiting. And I'm giving you, and you have the targets. You literally have the targets to sell on the upside. So yeah, let's take a look at gala. No, man. The chart's bollocks, not me looking at it. Yeah, I mean, look, you just made a lower low. Basically, you're doing an OXT, so from the high to the low, nothing, or it's bearish as long as we're under 3 cents 20, bullish over 5 cents, and that's really it. It could be another year of consolidation, and then you could actually still end up breaking the low and lose all your money. That's basically what happened here. So like even if you had bought here and you held through everything through this consolidation, you actually still ended up being down on your portfolio, which is what I'm scared of when it comes to OXT. Excuse me. Anyways, let's take a look at Bitcoin and Ethereum, I guess. Taking a look at Bitcoin on the live stream. So Bitcoin had a really nice move up, and I guess technically speaking, we're still in this downtrend. Yeah, so you can see we didn't close over it, and this candle on the daily really matters. So if we're not over this level by tomorrow, then you're just validating this downtrend, and we're probably going to get a bigger candle back down. I don't know how low it's going to go necessarily, but we absolutely need to stay over this level right now. This candle close on the daily is very important. It's going to get us out of this downtrend. Keep in mind, like we've been saying before, the areas of support are still valid between 95 and 101.9, 101.8. So we actually did come down and retest this and used it as support, although we are making lower highs. So just because we do come back down doesn't mean that it's over, as long as we stay over 95. Okay, it just means that on this time frame, we're just making lower highs and lower lows, which is exactly what we were doing last time before we broke out, the last couple times actually, which includes this here. And then we eventually broke out. So just, food for thought. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we are still staying over major support. Now, in terms of the Bitcoin dominance, which is obviously if you're holding altcoins, which is what I'm holding, we're just waiting for the Bitcoin dominance to capitulate, which clearly hasn't happened yet. So we're just in the waiting room. But once we do get a sell-off, like last time, and then the other time before that here, that's when we're going to get some sort of alt season, when money inflows into Ethereum and then smaller cap coins. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. I will keep you guys updated as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Excuse me. Wow. Did I tell you guys I'm looking at getting Meta glasses? So I'm looking at getting smart glasses, and I'm actually going to be live streaming some stuff that I'm going to be doing outside of just TA and just talking about crypto. So you guys get to know me for me, and I can start working more towards on being an influencer, which is exactly what Vision should do, because there are a lot of people that would follow him. You got YouTubers walking around and basically live streaming their life, and then they're influencers. So I don't see why I can't do that. I don't see why Vision can't do that with this food. And I think what was it? What did he say? He said, you're not allowed to. Like, you're gonna wear glasses. You really think people are like, they're glasses. No one's gonna know that you're recording. But people will think you're crazy, especially because you're gonna be talking to yourself, but who cares? Let's see. Israr Ahmed. What's good, bro? Hash on XPR when you get a chance. Hopefully hash AI breaks out. Grass-fed ground beef with sweet potato. Yes. That's pretty good. Sweet potato is really good for you. And yeah, grass-fed ground beef. I'm actually going to use that to make, I'm going to use that to make pasta. So I make my sauce, and then I use, we use like spiralized noodles. So like not spinach, what am I? Spiralized, not, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? It's been a very long day. Zoodles. They're called zoodles. I forget, whatever. I'll remember it. It's not squash. It's not a cucumber, but it looks like a cucumber. It's like a really big cucumber. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, Ahmed wants hash AI. Yeah, Ahmed, there's not. Oh, actually, you know what? It's up. Yeah, nice. Taking a look at hash AI on the live stream. We will make a video on this because it is up 10% today, which is a really good move. So just keep in mind that on the macro time frame for hash AI, we are still over the 382 at 304. So technically, as of right now, 307 is in play. You do have resistance at 3057, okay? These are all areas that are probably going to experience selling pressure. Now, in terms of the shorter time frame, same. You're over the 382, so you're not only bullish on the shorter time frame, but you're bullish on the macro time frame too. So on the shorter time frame, 3061, and then obviously 76, which is the 618 from the high to the low. I think, right? 68 to 80 would be resistance. Keep in mind that once we break 68 to 80, so 3068, 3080, then this thing's probably going to get a really big move up. However, we can still come to this area of resistance and then validate this downtrend and make a lower high. That's what you don't want to see. You do want to see this breakout. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, so far so good, man. Thank you, Gearhead. I appreciate that. What's up, Matthew Dropco? The Mog King is in the house. Oh my god, I was typing Craig C. What's up, Craig C? How's it going? Your other coin was XPR. Yeah, nothing has changed with this one. Yeah, it's still just consolidating sideways. So all the targets from the last video are still valid for XPR. No financial advice. You just need to get a breakout over this area. You need to get a breakout over 33 to 39. Just don't get overly excited if we start coming up this high, because you could still come up and get rejected, make a lower low, and validate this assumption. OXT on the weekly isn't bad. I'm just going to pretend like I don't know what you're talking about so I could show everybody in the live stream. Yeah, so especially the RSI and the stock RSI. So here's OXT on the weekly, and then if you actually look at the RSI and the stock RSI, it doesn't look bad. It looks like it wants to curl up and break the moving average. And every single time I guess not every single time. Yeah, we didn't do that here. But when we did get a nice little move here. But still, I held it, right? So it doesn't even matter. You broke out here and had a really nice move up. You broke out here and had a really nice move up. So right now what we don't want to see is basically something like this where we got last time, and then having this come back down and making a lower low. which I think is gonna be what happens. Okay, I think we're gonna get a lower low. It's gonna fake everyone out, and then that's when like you're gonna get like a massive sell off. Everyone's gonna think it's dead, but I've been through that. So unless it gets delisted, man, then what do you call it? That's a nail in the coffin, which would be very unfortunate for me, but it doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't. But I'm just in the waiting room. But then again, a lot of people are just in the waiting room. So yeah, slow night. Yeah, let's take a look at Ethereum. Taking a look at Ethereum on the live stream. So Ethereum obviously is like had a nice move up, but just keep in mind we did have a 618 retracement. So we're still under $2,700, but once that breaks, my target at $3,200 is in play. Keep in mind we're over $2,000, which is the 382 from the high to the low. So anything over that is very bullish. So 2100 is very bullish. I think that also does coincide with the 236 382. So you can see we have support at 2172 to 24. So we do have a lot of area of support here, which we've already came down and retested here. Okay, so we already came back down, retested 21. So the targets on the upside are still valid. What we really need to see is a breakout over $2,700. And once that happens, then $3,200 would be in play for the next higher high. However, just keep in mind, we don't want to see a lower low because we'd be validating this downtrend. Right? So even if we get a really nice move up, we're still going to be validating this downtrend. Right? I mean, this very big downtrend, actually. I guess, yeah. So with that being said, I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and I'll keep you updated. Thank you. Yeah, man, Ethereum is not doing good. I mean, I just can't believe Ethereum dominance made an all-time low. Technically, Ethereum dominance went down to 6.9%. It's never been 6.9%. It went down from 31 to 7, back up to 23, and then it made a lower low. So that's not good at all. That's very, very, very bad. That means that in the grand scheme of things, Ethereum is actually dying, I guess you can say. Because it never ended up going back up to the first cycle, so the first bull run, when it was 31%, and then the second bull run in 2021, it was 22%. It peaked out at 22. So what if this time, I mean, what is that? Like, let's see. Yeah, let's just say, look, it hit the 786 perfectly, which I know in terms of TA. Actually, we could still use that, arguably, debatably. So 22%, you can see we came up, made a lower high, and then we actually made a lower low. So imagine if from this area to here, we go to the 786, and we only top out at 17%. You really have to think about this, especially with me being in a coin like OXT, where I have an Ethereum coin. I have to really take that into calculation when it comes to when I decide to sell, because if it goes up to 17% and makes a lower high, and I don't sell in OXTs at, let's just say, 40%, and we all think that our coins are going to go past where they're at even after a 5-6x, there might be a possibility that we actually get washed and we never make all-time highs. So Aloe's in the house. Sorry, man, but okay, I don't know how to read. I don't know what language that is. I don't want to get canceled, but I think it means it's over in whatever language it is. So, am I right or am I wrong? Also, in the meantime, I'm gonna get some water. So. You're wrong. It says bull run is right around the corner and everyone is going to get rich. You are so... That is like the biggest lie I've ever heard. Anyway. Let's see. This guy has 400,000 degen. Wow. How's Pengu? It's up one. Yeah, I mean, it's doing pretty good, actually. If it breaks out this previous top at 1 cent 60, then you're probably going to get a really big move up. Fernando, you look tired, boss? Yeah, it was a very long day today. I got a lot of I got a lot of work done, and then I had to I took care of some other stuff that I had to do. But also, I've been up since like 6 o'clock, so we need to get your followers up. Let's go. I know. Well, I'm hoping when I get the glasses, I'm hoping that when I actually end up doing day-to-day stuff with my glasses, like with my streaming glasses, I feel like more people are gonna subscribe. Especially say like I go to the card shop on the weekend and I play some cards. People are gonna want to see it. Like people, will definitely tune in. Not just people from crypto, but like new followers, And then all you guys that come to the live stream just know, like obviously, we're gonna be looking at crypto because that's what we're gonna do. Hey, so what's Trump Punk? Hey, so what's Trump Punk? What's that? I don't know what that is. Well, that's funny. It shows you like the cars I was looking at. That's funny. Oh, which I'm not getting a new car. I'm gonna keep my 2008 Toyota Corolla. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what Trump Punk is. Dwayne Kelly. Let me guess. You want Beam. Let's look at Beam for you. Yeah, so Beam's not doing anything, but I mean, you have long ways away to get any sort of excited for Beam, unfortunately. 207 and 1 cent. You do need a breakout over this area. I was sending invites to my UPS community. We got 90K members. No, it's fine. You don't need to do that because 89.99 thousand of them don't even like crypto or don't even get into crypto. So aren't even in crypto. So they're going to be like, we're not going to follow you. Because like the followers don't matter. It matters when people watch. And it just like people that aren't in crypto aren't going to watch. But that's why when I start doing more things, and that's why I keep telling Vision, like, hey, do it, Just start, like, I'm going to watch your live streams, and then when you're eating, like when you're doing your little eating food challenges or whatever the hell he's going to do, I'm going to watch that. And then obviously, if he's like, oh yeah, a ball game, Vision's ball game or whatever, I'm going to be like, oh, you know what? Well, it's not crypto. I don't want to watch that. It's not him eating a cheeseburger. I don't want to watch that. Oh, or I'm gonna watch that, and then it's like, oh, he's going to a ball game. That's boring. I don't want to watch that. But so people get to choose. but yeah, I mean, it brings in more people because some people are gonna want to watch him like go to a baseball game. I don't know. I'm just using that as an example. I really don't know what he's. I don't know if he's just gonna do a food channel, but he's been talking about it like for the last year and how he's gonna leave and all this stuff. And so every single time that he says it, I'm just gonna make sure that he remembers like, hey, you just do it. You know, I think. You know, I don't know if he has any friends. I don't know if he has. I don't know if he FaceTimes anyone. But it's really important to like have people around you that like kind of hold you accountable, and that tell you like, hey, do it. You know, and it might be annoying, and it might be annoying to him because he already knows what he has to do, and now someone that he doesn't even know is saying it. But trust me, it really matters. It really does, because the more you speak it into existence, the more it's gonna happen. You know, and when people join his live stream, and just like uh, when people watch me play Yu-Gi-Oh or like whatever, they could just sign off if they don't want to watch. You know, they could just, oh, he's not doing crypto analysis right now. I'm not gonna watch. You know, it's not like people are gonna like unsubscribe. And I think he needs to get that in his head where it's like, hey, if you're doing your burger challenge, I don't want to watch that, so I'm not gonna watch it. It's not gonna be like, oh, he's not doing crypto anymore. Oh my god, like I'm gonna unsubscribe because he's eating a burger. You know what I mean? Like it's like more people are gonna want to watch him eat. More people are gonna watch him go to the. I want to watch him go to the Chinese buffet and eat like a kung pao chicken, than sitting in the chat looking at charts all day. Like going through the experience with the person, all like that. This is what he's doing. This is what he's doing. This is what. That's great, and that's what people do and capitalize like on their life. You know. So I keep trying to tell him that. And I'm gonna keep trying to tell him that because that's what I'm gonna do. So whether he does it or not, that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't give a, I don't care. I don't give two craps, dude. I'm just gonna do it. I don't need anything. I'm just gonna do it. And if anybody wants to watch me play cards, if anybody wants to watch other stuff that I do, then more power to you. I'm still in crypto. I'm still gonna buy BTC next cycle. But anyway, that's my rant for the night. Obviously, I have some time to kill, so there we go. Still waiting for XYO to take off? Yeah, bro. I'm still waiting for OXT to take off, man. So we're in the same boat. We are in the same boat, brother. Yeah, XYO. It doesn't look bad, man. Look, I mean, this chart compared to a lot of different charts, dude, this is very good. This is very, very, very bullish. Very, very, very bullish. So let's take a look at XYO for you, because, I mean, you're still making higher lows and higher highs. Whereas, like, for example, I'm showing you this chart. It's just dying, you know? So XYO, let's take a look at XYO for you. Yeah, dude, look, you're literally, I mean, technically, it would be like this, I guess. Right? If this is the bottom. I mean, you're making higher lows and higher highs across the board. So the next higher high, it does look like the next higher high should take you to the previous high. Yeah, so you got stuck, 0.5 resistance, you broke past the 618 resistance, and then, yeah, 8 cents would be the next high, and it will validate this channel that we're in. And then on the downside, bullish over 1 cent, bearish over 206, and then I think we're sitting on support in the shorter time frame anyway. Yeah, we found support at 209, which is what we're on right now. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. Get Crypto Brown in here and Moonbound. They're probably not going to be watching other people's live streams. Sometimes Moonbound comes by. He sometimes comes by and talks, which is nice. And Crypto Brown, he only does Doge on Mars videos, right? He keeps talking about buying 10 BTC at 50K when he hasn't made any money. But you don't know that. You know, he could be playing like he could be playing a character, you know. He could have a whole bunch of money, or we don't know if he hasn't made any money or not, because he doesn't really share his portfolio. See, me, you guys know what I have. So there's no way in hell I'm buying 10 BTC. If OXC hits $1 and I don't sell, and somehow I don't sell, then yeah, sure, I will. But y'all will know. You guys will know. What's up, Ambitious Ram? How are you? I'm like my brother in Christ. Like, is he buying stocks or Bitcoin? He flip-flops so much. Yeah, he could do both though, you know? Like I actually bought I ended up buying Disney stock and also Carnival stock at one point. So, and I have Bitcoin, and sorry, I have cryptocurrency too. So it's not like you can't do more than one thing, you know. It's not like anybody's limited. Just like with this channel, it's like I'm not gonna. Why limit yourself just to like crypto videos? You know what I mean? We can make other videos too. Or in the future we'll do stocks too. You know, people come in here asking for stocks sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, let's take a look at it. But it's just unfortunate right now because we're not getting alt season. Everyone's moody, everyone's annoyed, and I'm like, and we're all kind of giving up. Like it's not good. It's really not. I mean, Bitcoin's going down now, so that's not good. But so yeah, like we just said in the video I made, we're hitting this downtrend, so we really, really, really need to get a follow through and get a close over it. And of course we didn't, right? We wicked and we hit this downtrend perfectly, right? You guys see this, right? Can you guys see this? Yeah. So it's just so depressing, right? Is this green candle about to get filled red? I don't know. What's your honest opinion on overall market bullish? Well, we haven't gotten altcoin yet. Ethereum dominance is sitting at the bottom. There's no inflow in altcoins, so Bitcoin's very bullish. It's at $109,000. But in terms of like altcoins and smaller caps, we're getting absolutely decimated. That's what I think. And you think if ETH doesn't go high, it's over for meme coins? Yeah, I do. With the exception of the very few. Because like I say every single time, it doesn't matter if we're in a bull market or if we're in a bear market. There are coins that go up 10,000% regardless. So if you're in one of the coins and if you're the chosen one, it doesn't matter if we're in a bull market. You don't have to wait until the bull market or bear market. Just look at what Bonk did. Just look at what Shiba Inu did. Those things already had their runs before we got alt season, before altcoins started even going up. Look at Pendle this last cycle. Pendle was another one. Pendle started its bull cycle. Pendle started its bull run back here. Back in 2022, it bottomed. And then it had a monster move up, and it topped out in April 2024. So technically, we're still not even in it's still not bullish because it still hasn't even hit its all-time high because technically we're not in alt season yet. So yeah, I think it's definitely over for a lot of coins if Ethereum doesn't hit all-time highs. Unfortunately, that goes with my coins too. So I don't mean to be bearish, but I'm just saying it how I think. So, and it doesn't look good. Let's see. Dwayne Kelly for 2 beans. Thank you so much for the 2 beans. I really appreciate it. First super chat of the night. Let's go. Ambitious Rav. I'm good. How are you, friend? I'm good. I'm very tired. I am very, very, very tired. But we'll be fine. These trains. Can we look at syrup? Yes, we can. I mean, it's still in an uptrend. So syrup is actually yeah, did it? So syrup came out, yeah, November. And is maple gone? No, yeah, maple is gone. So it's now just maple finance, which is syrup. So the coin transitioned and the coin rebranded. The good thing is that it's still on Coinbase. So if you still have your coins, then you could actually migrate the coins over to Maple Finance instead of just Maple. Now in terms of price action, technically very bullish right now. You're just maintaining this uptrend. You're in this upward channel. I'd say as long as you stay over 41 cents and 30 cents, then the targets on the upside are still valid, which as of right now is going to be 94 cents, then $1.88, around that area, $1.80, $1.88. However, if we do break below this area, then I'd say we are going to get a bigger capitulation back down. The next area of support is going to be 23 cents. That's pretty much it for syrup. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Yeah. Syrup's doing pretty good though. I mean, imagine buying it. Yeah, I mean, I saw this at 10 cents too. I just thought like it was getting delisted, but it did a 5x. Wow. I don't like the tokenomics for it though. Infinite supply is always scary for me. Polkadot's up 7%. Nice. It's probably going to go retest the $8 mark and then come back down into the shadow realm. What about Velo? It seems to have a small pump going by Fernando. I don't know. Let's see. 9%. That's not bad. It is having a nice move up. Yeah, it's up 9% on the day. Yeah, so for Velo, I mean, you're still maintaining this uptrend, so it's still doing pretty good right now. You're still holding this uptrend, and you're actually in this upward channel right now. So as long as you're in this channel, structurally, it's very, very, very bullish. And once you break 1 cent 80, then it'll probably shoot you to making a higher high here. The next area of resistance for Velo is going to be 4 cents 47. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. Alrighty, we got yeah, welcome to the halfway mark of the live stream. So is that still, I guess I really can't turn this up, because if I do, yeah, if I do, it looks blurry, right? So you guys really can't see the logo because it's too bright, right? Or no, am I just huh. Yeah, I think we're gonna put it back down, because that way at least you guys can see the logo. Let's see what other coin requests. Do Toshi. We gotta do Toshi, we gotta do Zebek, like always. We gotta do We got to do cookie DAO. And that's it. Oh, I guess what's the other one? Vulcan Forge, PYR. Yeah, we can take a look at that too. Yeah, we got to do Toshi. Taking a look at Toshi on the live stream. So we had a really nice move up today, but I mean, so did Bitcoin and so did the entire market. So for Toshi, good structure forming. I mean, you are making higher highs and higher lows still. None of the targets have actually changed, so we still ended up landing on the 618 support at 37. So that is still valid support. Now on the shorter time frame, we have resistance here, keeping it very, keeping the targets very short. We have resistance here at 3046 to 3053. Once that breaks, the next area of resistance should be 3067. And just keep in mind what that means is that we already basically got stuck here. But if we don't break out, from these levels, then we are going to get smacked back down. And at that point, this area of support, which is the 786, does need to hold. 618, 786 does need to hold. And on the upside, the next target, once we do break out of this box, would be 307. But we could still theoretically come back up here and then get smacked down and make a lower low and validate a downtrend forming. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. What's up, DZ? You said I thought you stream at 5. Yeah, but do you not check the schedule? So on my YouTube, I always so the schedule this month is Monday through Friday 5 p.m. and then weekends is going to be in the morning, and then every single morning I post my schedule. So today I said we're going to be doing the live stream at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. However, I ended up streaming a little bit earlier than that. So I post my schedule. So if you have any, if you ever need to know if I'm live streaming or not in the mornings when you wake up or whenever during the day, just check Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or X, and you'll see my little image that I post. Anyways, I think it's dark, so let me turn on the light. Can we check Pengu and Dog and Me? So we already did Pengu, but we can check Dog and Me. What's up, Smash Toshi? How are you? Welcome to the end of the live stream, just before we start going back down, because we could never break this downtrend that's forming. How's Billy and used car doing? Let's see. Damn, Billy's still stuck. Yeah, so nothing's happening with Billy right now. We are still maintaining this uptrend, and we're still in the channel. So far so good for flip coins. And then used car. Yeah, oh, damn. Yeah, we broke out of this. We broke down. So as of right now for used car, yeah, we have support at 2013 and then it's 2001. Man, I'm gonna get ready to go into this. This and Billy, man. But Billy's still up. Yeah. Dogging me. Hey. Yeah, so nothing's changed with dogging me yet. So it's still the same targets for dogging me. Nothing has changed, unfortunately. On the shorter time frame, we have resistance at 50 to 63. If this doesn't break, then we're probably going to get a bigger capitulation down. This previous low needs to hold, otherwise you're going to be making a lower low. And then the targets on the upside are still valid. Because it's always bearish forever and ever. Yeah, that's funny when he does that. Because it's always bearish forever and ever. If time, XCN would be great. Yeah, we could take a look at XCN. Oh, we're really going down now. Man. Hey. Hey. What's going on? Okay. Let's see. You've been trading any coins? Really? You actually think I trade coins? You think that I would trade coins without telling you guys, hey, I got into this trade? The answer is no, DZ. XCN, yeah, so XCN, same with XCN, it's not doing anything. So right now, it just needs to get a breakout over 1 cent 50, 2 cents 40 would be in play. Bearish under 1 cent 17. Excuse me. Bearish. Wow, I need to like mute my mic when I sneeze. Bearish under 1 cent 17. And if it breaks below 1 cent 17, the next area of support on the shorter time frame for XCN is going to be, yeah, 1 cent 20. Sorry, 1 cent 7. Oh no, 209, 2099. So technically, you could still argue that's maintaining this uptrend, making a higher low. So it's still good if it holds that, but otherwise, we're probably going to get a really big capitulation down. Unfortunately. No financial advice, just my opinion. And to answer your question, DZ, no. Nope. But did you buy OXT? You said you were going to buy OXT at 5 cents. It actually hit 5 cents. So did you buy it? Taking a look at CookieDAO on the live stream. So CookieDAO had a really good move up, but so did the entire market, obviously. Keep in mind that CookieDAO has resistance on the shorter time frame between 18 and 20 cents. Clearly, we're getting stuck at this. So for whatever reason, if we don't break this area, then we are going to be making a lower low and validating this downtrend. Once the box does break, I would do put the next target at 25 cents at resistance. And then from there to the moon if it does get a breakout. We'll take a look at the targets on the upside. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, this is going to be brutal. Live streaming every day this month. Very, very, very brutal. Oh, didn't know OXC hit 5 cents. I need it under 5 cents. It's about to happen. Nice. My average is 7.46% because I'm a degen and I hate losing. Yeah, 746. Yeah, 746. 7 cents 46. I'm just gonna follow Nancy Pelosi trades. You should. She has all the insider knowledge. She makes bank, dude. How cheap is that? That like she has insider information, and of course you're gonna make a whole bunch of money. What a joke. I would never do that. Never. Let's see. Oh man, you almost it almost hit under 5 cents, but then we had a nice move back up. Look at this consolidation. Let's see. Do you think the total market is just maturing? Alt season is gone, and only those coins with good tokenomics and useful utility are being rewarded, or alt season still in play? I think alt season is still in play. I do think that the coins are going to be running one at a time. They're going to be running like soon. It's going to be like meme coins are going to have their runs, and then money's going to flow into the next coin, which is going to be NFTs are going to be hot again. And then it's going to be the metaverse, like Axie Infinity, like the games and stuff. And then it's going to be layer 2. It's going to be Cardano, Avalanche. What's that really one? The one that really sucks? Cosmos. Oh my gosh, look at what happened with Cosmos, dude. Let's see. Like, this is. I remember this was listed on Coinbase at like $4. Look. I remember it got listed on 2020 Coinbase because I was actually, yeah, me and my coworker, we like bought this. I think at like $4, and then it went to like $30, and then now it's back down to $4. Like, if we had held this entire time, we would have circled all the way back. What kind of bull crap is that? You know, that's why it's like the only thing that That's why the only coin I want to buy next cycle is going to be Bitcoin, because we know that it's going to go up. We know that after the Bitcoin halving and every single time it makes a higher high. We know that. Criminal on both sides. Yeah, I agree. That should be illegal. People should get in trouble for that. Like, definitely. It's just like this whole idea of like knowledge is power, but really it's like being taken advantage of. You know, just because you're in that position doesn't give you the right to like capitalize and dump on people. It's just not fair. I agree with you. It is criminal. Is she single? Who, Nancy Pelosi? No, she has a husband that got attacked in California. Someone attacked him at their house or something like that. I'll buy a bag of OXC if it goes below all-time low, like 5K at least. I'll post my buy just for you, Meow. You are the best, DZ, and I hope that it doesn't get delisted, because if it does, then both of us are going to zero, and then I'll feel really bad. So, none of this is financial advice. Do whatever you want, but I always tell people, yeah, stay away. Except my friend, I always tell him, hey, buy OXT. But that's because like I really do think it's gonna go up. But he doesn't listen. He buys Pokemon cards, so he buys a whole bunch of Pokemon cards. What a loser, right? I'm just joking. That's my Pokemon binder. I have a Pokemon collection sitting right there. If coins run one at a time, cycling from one to the next could be huge. Just need that crystal ball. That is true. But just be careful, because you never know what coins have already run, okay? So you might be rotating into a coin that already ran but just didn't go as high as some other coins. So you're waiting for that other 10x when really it's already been up 5x from its all-time lows. And now you're catching the 5x all the way back down, minus 99%. So be careful with that. But I have my eyes on a couple of coins. GST is one of them. So GST I have my eyes on because literally it's 9% from its all-time low that was recorded 10 days ago. So these are all coins that haven't ran. So Spellcoin, it's up 33% from its all-time low. This chart looks absolutely dog poop. And then obviously you guys know OXT. This is the coin that I'm in. Only up 17% from its all-time low. It was actually just up 9% last night. So Those three coins, and then obviously ApeCoin, but ApeCoin is up a lot. Yeah, it's up 77% from its all-time low. So maybe not ApeCoin, but I should have probably bought ApeCoin at 30 cents, but I didn't. Meow, you in Cali, go ask her what to buy? Hell no. Well, I'm in Cali, but I ain't gonna go anywhere near that. It might be contagious, man. And that's basically doing the same thing, right? It's like getting insider information. Did anyone buy Blaze? That coin rugged. Didn't you buy Blaze? Didn't you say you bought Blaze and you made a bunch of money on Blaze? Oh my god. Yeah, so the chart got invalidated basically. Oh my god. Yeah, DZ, what happened? Did you sell? Did you lose your money? You remember you said you were up 6x on Blaze. You cashed out before it rugged, so you cashed out like here. And then it rugged. Damn, that's brutal. And even this nice move up, look at this. Like, you bought this dip. Dude, you could get a 200% pump. And then you could come all the way down and lose all of it and still be down from buying the dip. How insane is that? So let's just say you put in $1,000. Your $1,000 is... Your $1,000 is now $3,704. And then you held it. And then your $1,000 became $880. How insane is that? It's just crazy. Yeah, join Kelly. I ain't going anywhere near that. Are we back, chat? Yeah, look at this. Look at this downtrend on the hourly. Are we coming back down and retesting it as support, and then we're gonna fly up on out of here? This is gonna be best case scenario, guys, where we get something like this, and we actually end up breaking it. I bought in at like 3 million market cap, then sold at 19 million. And then it went to 22 million before it rugged all the way back down to 300K right now. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. Very, very, very brutal. Well, anyway, congratulations. I think we're going to call it. I think, yeah, we've been live for about an hour now, so a little bit over an hour. So very slow stream, but we did stream a little bit later tonight. We will be going live again tomorrow. I think tomorrow is also going to be a late night stream. And then obviously 4th of July, I'll post my schedule. This week's a little bit off. But we are going to be live streaming every day this month. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. And just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes. Nothing more. I'll post my schedule tomorrow morning. And I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's live stream. Have a great night.